Welcome back, folks. Welcome back to another Total War co-op. I'm Black Templar, and I'm joined by.
I'm glad you're here. Hello.
And today we are hoping to have a lot of action today, considering we've hardly had any action last time because we were busy, jostling for position and getting ready to go to war.
Well, I mean, I took out some dwarfs and I took out some lizards, and so it's been pretty good overall this way.
Yeah, but I think what I mean by that, I should rephrase the question, is basically not actual proper big brawls. We haven't had any of them for quite some time because we've been trying to sort ourselves out. And plus, like
Yeah,
everyone you faced, you've just steamrolled.
wrecked them,
Anyhow, it is your
destroyed them.
I believe it's your turn.
Yep. Uh,
Right. Time to bring out the law book. What shall we discuss for today?
well, since not too long ago of our time, uh, we saw the like that there's gonna be a release of gameplay for Warhammer 3.
Yep.
Um, let's talk about just Chaos Realms in general. Like,
Ah,
could you actually invade the Chaos Realms? And if it is possible, what happens when you kill a demon in the Chaos Realms?
right. Let us begin on this. The Chaos Realms, unfortunately, you can invade them, but at your own risk, because in both 40k and fantasy, anyone who goes into the Chaos Realms, well, your mental sanity, for starters, is going to be tested to the limit. And that is no easy feat. To put it simply, let me explain of a story. Now, this is 40k, mind you, but it's a funny story. It follows Tusker, the Demon Killer. Now, what's this going to do with Chaos Warps and Rifts? I'll explain. You see, Tusker wasn't a special boy. He was no weakling. He was a fairly sized brute. Not as big as a beast, but fairly sized. And
Hmm.
during one day in the warp, you see, during warp travel, they have things called the Gellerfield technology, which is supposed to keep warp entities out. But this is an orc ship, and orcs don't really have the much common sense to begin with. Let's be honest. Some particular naughty demons came in and started a right old ruckus. And Tusker had the advantage of the Vox, ran to the bridge where the biggest amount of screaming and fighting was going on, went off to the armory, get his big, huge, tiny power claw, and run to the bridge and have a spectacular brawl with the demon. Of course, he did win the fight after when he ripped the demon's head horns from his head and literally bludgeoned the demon back to the Immaterium. Because you see, demons cannot be killed easy. In fact, even if a demon is slain in battle, he doesn't die. His essence just goes back to the warp, where he's banished for 1001 years. Now that is his limit, because he's got to stay out for that long to recover. Now, that time can be accelerated, but I'll get to that a little later. However, back to Tusker. You see, Tusker learned two things in that battle. One, demons are freaking awesome at fighting, and he wanted more trophies to add to his collection. Now,
Hmm.
Tusker did try multiple times without Gellerfields on to try and bring in more creatures, but unfortunately, the creatures of the warp decide to ignore the ship full of batshit insane orcs who want to beat the living snot out of them. Shocker, I know, but it's orcs, they love a good brawl. So what Tusker did was he decided to get a way of getting his hands on them by fishing them, by bringing in psychers. Now, he tried to get humans, but humans are hard to get a hold of because, well, humans are very, they'll run away and they're very squishy, so they don't last long. So
Ajay.
he tried the next best thing, weird boys. Now, yes, it worked to an extent, but he realized one thing. He wasn't getting the big, nasty, stonking demons he got on the first night on the Gorgor. So he decided, well, if the demons are going to come to him, I'm going to come to them. So he went to the one place where all demons tend to live, near the Eye of Terror. Now, I know this is 40k, and I know you'll be wondering, what's this got to do with fantasy? Be patient. But he went to Cadia, gives Cadia one hell of a fright because they didn't want an orc invasion to come crashing in and ruining their day. And to make matters worse for them is they were basically recovering from a recent crusade, so they were thinking, oh crud, we got an orc problem. But thankfully, Tusker was not interested. Instead, he went straight to the Eye of Terror, and the command went, well, why should we stop him? Let him go. Let him go into the Eye of Terror, and, if he dies, that's one less orc problem. But if he succeeds and kills a few demons and a few Chaos Worshippers, yay, better. You get what I mean?
Sure.
And, and that's where he goes into. Now, we will continue this story after a little brawl that I have to do myself, which is to get Gutsnick. Oh, I picked the wrong one. I went for the Chaos one. Oh, well, it's still Chaos. I want to get rid of them anyway.
Yes.
Yeah. Unfortunately, in this battle, guys, Gladiator cannot help me on this one. I'm on my own.
I can.
Can you
I
really?
can. What are you talking about?
I think
Yeah.
could you have? I don't know if you could or not because I can't remember if you couldn't have units.
Remember, I was able to use the Doom Diver.
Well, if you can, I'll give you the catapults of Doom Divers, and you can just pepper the hell cannons to oblivion.
Yeah, I'll do that.
The rest I can take care of myself. Like the only threat really I gotta watch out for is the bloody Hakrov barracks. I think I butchered the bloody name.
If you can, though, I would appreciate at least one unit to defend the artillery because I have a feeling they might try to spawn behind you.
Do you want? I'll give you a couple of Black Orcs.
No, I just need one. Just give me one. You can keep the rest. I
Yep.
just want to keep them for defense. Let's be honest, like these campaign ones, they will definitely spawn things behind you.
Here we go. There's a cutscene.
Cutscene.
Those Chaos men have got some shiny stuff. Think they can keep it from us? This gets them into me hard. They got squiffy gods that'll turn them into gribbly monsters if they're not. Shaman, we're gonna have a good scrap.
Good scrap.
Humans better not disappoint. What's more, they're all in a load of shiny stuff back from the big-hatted stunties. They think they can keep it from us. I want it all. Go get 'em, lads.
Jamal, go get them, lads.
Well, here's the thing. Big-headed stunties. You hear what he just said there?
Yeah.
Big-headed stunties. That means the Chaos Dwarves are in this realm, so hopefully we might see them. Yep, here you go. Here's There you go.
Boom.
Well, this is a problematic. They're up a hill. This is gonna be hard to get up there and beat them up.
We'll be fine.
Right. Right. Actually, I'll give you this as well, just in case they sneak up. A little big monster.
Why don't you give me that?
Well, I've got a nasty feeling you're gonna get bushwhacked from behind, and a big nasty spider will scare them off.
Okay. That's what you want.
Yep. Okay. Tell us when you're ready.
I'm ready whenever you are.
Kill the chaos and claim their shiny things. Yeah, that's easier said than done. Now we can wait them out, because they'll take a while for them to get here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I can't reach him anyways right now. I'm just moving my guys up a little bit. Just a wee little bit.
Yep. I'll move my bow boys to the side. Just I'm gonna hide up there behind the wall. They can't see me, and I could just crash into them from the side. I think the advantage we have, the fact they can't see us, is pretty much a bit of an advantage because that means their cannons are not firing.
Yeah.
What we got here? Chaos Warriors, Marauders. Well, the Marauders are easy to deal with. The Chaos War. There you go. To join the main force. What's coming up there? Chaos Knights, Lancers. Ooh. Alright, I'm actually going to put my army over here so I can make a better setup.
Okay.
Yep, they've got Chaos Warriors with Chaos Knights with Lancers. Are they moving? No, they're not willing to move. They're willing to stay there. Well, that's fine. That gives me time to set up.
Yep.
Enemy reinforcements approach. And that must be the rest of them. Oh, hello. They're starting to move. But they're retreating? Cowards.
They're not retreating. I see them. There you go.
Alright, there they are. Oh, hello. Just as I thought. Chaos. Oh, God. Chariots. Ah. Right, time to go up the hill.
Gonna kill them.
Well, the only good thing is they don't have much in the way of firepower. The only thing they got is firepower is their cannons, and once they're gone, that's it. Their firepower's dead.
Yep.
Alright. Yeah, you need to go up there, my good boy. My good. Oh, here they go. Here comes the flying hell cannons now. Oof.
Alright. Manual mode.
Here comes the flying. Nice, you got one right in the conch.
Alright, we'll just hit some marauders in. Oh no, those are Chaos Warriors.
That's still a good kill.
Alright. Wee-yahoo!
Oof, man, I'm taking a pounding. It's time we moved in.
There we go. Boom.
Well, I'm going to be spending a lot of time healing this army up once we finish.
Yep. And kaboom.
Get in there. Get a hold of the Chaos Warriors. Giant's doing his job. And the Boar Boys are coming in from the side to cause a bit of mischief.
Alright. I guess let's start targeting.
Ooh, the Chaos Knight Lancers just took a pounding in the side there. Better get out of there.
And
Here we go.
you have any magic or anything?
Yeah, I've got magic, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But it just
Yeah,
takes
if
me a
you're
while
using
to...
it or not.
It takes a while to use it. Orc magic is very, very erratic. It's at the best of times.
Ah!
And this is why I gave you the Ragnarok for. In case that happened.
I'm more worried about your one shaman. He's getting beaten up a little bit.
Yep. And their leader is running.
Boom.
He's had enough. He's pegging.
Tussling. And I'm wanting Queen in to help out a little bit.
Yep.
Or not Queen, but Ragnarok Spider. Start chomping on some orky boys.
Yep. Ooh. Those Chaos Knights are taking a pounding.
Yep, they're about to take army losses.
Quite a lot. Oh,
Yep,
they
and
broke.
there it is.
They've broke. And now the butchering can begin.
Oh, remember, this is just a campaign, so
Oh yeah, but
once the thing ends, then you should be
victory.
good. Where in the... Okay, there it is. I was
Decisive
thinking maybe
victory.
there was some Chaos Dwarfs left, but no, there's
Chaos
not.
Dwarves are not even in the game yet.
Yeah, they are. They manned the Hell Cannons.
Oh damn, yeah. But
They are in the game, technically speaking.
in a way, but not in the way of like a proper army yet.
No, it's not a proper army, but there are Chaos Dwarf units.
But that's one.
There's only one.
But that's the end of them, at least.
Boom.
But unfortunately, I'm gonna have to wait for a while to heal before I do the next story mission.
Yeah,
Annoying,
you a little bit.
but we managed to get rid of a lot of Chaos Worshipping scum.
Oh yeah, we stomped on them.
Oh yeah. And speaking of Chaos Worshipping scum, let's get back to the story, shall we? So, what did Tusker do when he went into the warp? Well, you see, the warp is a funny thing. You see, time has no meaning in the warp, none whatsoever. You see, Tusker could be there. He might be there for years, but yet he's been gone for nearly 3 millennia. That's how weird the warp is. It's a bit of a weird conundrum.
Yeah.
Eat up the humans so I can get some nice.
It's a great way to see what happens in the future, though. You know what I mean? Go on
Oh
the
yeah.
war for a couple of days. You already been there for like 3 years in regular time.
Yep.
For the
So
future.
it's a weird thing. Well, here's the thing with the warp. It could go to the future or the past. It's a bit of a weird thing. You see, the warp is very fickle as heck, and I wouldn't recommend trying to travel in it unless you know what the hell you're doing. Oh, got a second one as well.
Yeah.
Nice, nice, nice. Okay, now for the Shaman. Okay. Right, so they can't go any further. I'm going to wait a little longer because I'm not going to... Actually, no, yeah. Going in there
No way.
and start raiding.
Where?
Well, it's the best way to raid it and get some money. What?
Yeah. Something.
Yep. Oh, here we go. More things to upgrade. And that's it. Now, also in the warp, each warp, the warp itself is divided into several pieces belonging to certain gods who will have more influence. To say, for example, let's say you're in a part of space Korn lives. Korn could just snap his fingers and could create several planets if he so desired. So it's very hard to pin anyone in the warp. Now, Tusker was pretty much doing well in the warp. He was trudging along, beating the snot out of every demon planet he went in. Well, beaten is a light word. I would say more along lines ravaging and utterly demolishing planets. Not by using torpedoes or bombardment, mind you, by good old-fashioned boots on ground, the stomping. Because one, he believes that anything you do aboard a ship is cowardly, and two, where's the fun in that? Orc logic.
Where's the fun in that?
Now, there was one particular planet that Tusker landed on, and he was a bit out of luck because there was nothing there. Now, out of nowhere, he decided in anger, he hit the ground, and the ground squealed. Yes, it squealed. Now, he figured that, well, if there's no demons here on the ground, they may be underground, and he told his boys to shoot the ground or chop it up with their choppers. Now, you might think this is a batshit insane order, but considering Tusker was a big boss by then, he was so huge, and he was decked out head to toe in trophies, I don't think anyone's going to argue. So, yes, they end up doing it, and believe it or not, they found out that the planet itself was actually a living organism. That's right, it was an actual demon. Don't ask me how that.
Nice.
Now, it decided to release out its own versions of antibodies to get rid of the green gits in the form of bloodletters and blood, warriors and their leader, the Blood Prince. It's Khorne. What do you expect? Khorne is not one for names. But, naming aside, the two of them had a good almighty scrap, and Tusker fought the Blood Prince in Mortal Kombat 1-on-1, but unfortunately for the poor Tusker, he got his ass handed to him, and before the Blood Prince could deliver the final blow, his pet Psykers hit the Blood Prince to distract him, while Tusker added, let's just say, a exclamation point with grievous injury to insult, as he brought his power claw up and grabbed the Blood Prince's genitals and with his power claw and give them a good squeeze.
That's just nasty.
Well, nasty wasn't the word because the poor Blood Prince made an undemon-like scream in pure retaliation, lopped off Tusker's head. Now you might think that's the end of Tusker, but this is where the war powers come in. You see, Khorne was watching this fight and he was loving it. He loved it so much that what he did was he made sure that Tusker would be revived every day after a battle to fight again. Of course, this pretty much dismayed the Blood Prince so much because the Blood Prince thought he was one of Khorne's favorite servants, but obviously with this he wasn't. And for unknown years, Tusker would revive and fight the Bloodletters again and again. He would keep fighting for eternity. Then, years later, don't know how many years, so don't ask me on that, he decided to take the orcs away from that planet and take them to his home world near his Brass Citadel, where his greatest generals will fight the orcs every day in a constant perpetual war. And to Tusker, this was a paradise to him. It was paradise. Because that means...
Nice.
Now, you remember what I said before, when you told me before the beginning of this video that how does a demon die? As I've just explained in this story, they can't die. They just come back. However, there is a way...
It depends. It depends on how great of a demon it is. If it's a lower demon, then if you kill them in the warp, they actually can... They don't return. But if it's a greater demon, say for example, like an unclean one or something, it takes them a long time to come back.
Yeah. Basically, they don't die. They just come back later. However, there is a way to kill them, but it's only in the 40k universe. You see, in the 40k universe, there is a sword called Afamin, which belongs to the Emperor of Mankind, which can slay demons. Unfortunately, this metal is ludicrously rare. It's something you don't find that often. Oh, hello.
Holy guacamole, that's a lot of chaos right there, buddy.
Yep, I figured they could deal with that. That's their problem, not mine. The rise of chaos. Yeah, you could be somebody else's problem, not mine. I'm beginning to think now it might be a wise idea not to go into battle yet and wait till the chaos have ravaged the area, then clean up.
Yeah, they're going to fight you before they fight me.
Well, they're going to fight the Empire first before they get to me, so I'll use this time just to relax.
They go around. It depends on what they do.
Yep.
It's going to suck because they're going to start reawakening some of these Norse camps and whatnot.
Oh yeah, that's going to be a pain in the butt, but... well, since I'm not going to be moving anytime soon, and I'm not going to be crazy enough to go into a bloody fist fight.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do the smart thing. I'm going to stay back, and I'm going to let the other races, deal with them, while my other armies, restock.
Yeah. Those other armies will probably get smashed.
That's the idea.
That's not our problem. That's their problem. Heck, I am Skaven, so technically I am with chaos.
Yep. So yeah, and for some odd reason my video went a bit berserk there, but alright, I'm okay. But okay. So let's just move along then, shall we?
Sure.
And back to the story of the warp, because there's more to the warp than meets the eye, sort of thing. If you get what I mean.
Sure.
So, as I said about the Tusker story, that kind of gives you an indication that demons can die, but under extreme extenuous circumstances. But that doesn't mean the demons are not immortal in a sense. They, like you said, they can be killed, but they'll take an age to to come back. They just don't die. It depends how long. However, the process can be accelerated by one of the four great powers. As you all know, Khorne, Tzeentch, Nurgle, and Slaanesh could bring one of the servants back a little quicker, depending on certain conditions, if you know what I mean.
Sure.
Take, for example, I'll use another 40k story, and one I hope to do in the future, is the Total War series, Eliphas the Inheritor. Now, Eliphas failed in the Dark Crusade. He failed at the Chaos and was killed, but his soul survived and was in the warp. Now, normally when this happens, you don't get a second chance, but they sometimes can revive them if they need them for a certain purpose. You see, in the warp, as I've said before, time means nothing. But it takes them a while to get back, depending on how, you know, quickly they want to get brought back, if you know what I mean.
Sure, you can.
Now, the problem also is in the warp as well. Now, this is a bit of speculation, nothing's concrete, but the rumor is that the warp is linking both 40k universe and the Sigmar or Warhammer universe, whatever you want to call it, are linked together through the warp. And the reason I say is because of one particular demon, Be'lakor. Because Be'lakor has been seen in both realms, it's indicated that he can go from the past, the present, he can go anywhere as long as he's connected to the warp. But the funny thing about Chaos is, this is the funny thing about Chaos. You see, Chaos in general, their existence, they're younger than certain pantheons. They're actually younger. The oldest pantheons, I know I'm going to use 40k for a little bit, but this you'll get an idea how young Chaos really is the Star Gods and the Eldari and the Gorkamork pantheons are actually older than Chaos.
Yeah, especially Gortham Mork.
Yep. However, the warp was created by them years ago. Chaos wasn't around yet, but the warp was around a long time. So the warp is an ancient thing, but Chaos kind of came into being when certain events happened. As I've explained a long time ago, I think it was episode 1, I believe, when I explained about the Chaos Gods. And the Warriors Chaos are off. But
We're off to draw up village.
yep, and that's why I'm staying out of here, letting them, everyone else take the flak, and I'll just loot, get rich, get ready to fight. And a peace negotiation with clan. Oh, they meet the peace negotiation with you, like.
They gave me money, man.
I wouldn't be surprised. This is Skaven. I'm not surprised. So, oh, the gold miters are coming in that way, and I'm on the. And I'm about to ready to do my thing soon. Oh, hello. Guess who conquered Kislev?
Skaven.
Yep, it's Clan Mulder.
Order. Yep.
Mission
They are
issue.
pretty good.
Coyote, a successful assassination or wound or kill of a character belongs to any one of the fallen enemies.
You know something funny I just not thought about, dude?
Well,
Like, the Kislev, like, they're right there. They're defending against chaos and everything. And then what do you know it? A rat comes in with mutations and flipping stabs him.
well, it shouldn't become a surprise because it is Skaven. All right, they're
I mean,
almost.
well,
They're almost ready.
Hey, think about it though. Like they're so worried about chaos and everything and the invasion of chaos, they forgot about the rats.
Right.
I gotta worry about some orcs.
Oh yeah. Right. You're gonna go into ambush mode in case someone does show up while you're healing. The others are not gonna go anywhere. Oh, Black Crag is now going up to level 5. This should be fun. Karax. Still got that. I don't know what to do with you because you're one of these places where do I want to add money or do I want to wait till I get the bone thing?
Are you bony?
Very funny. Anyhow,
But I
yeah.
thought that was like the funny bone or something.
Unskilled. Who's got a skill up? Oh, it's the goblin. He's actually got a level up. Nice.
How did that tickle your bones?
Oh, I forgot about him. I forgot I've got an assassin now. Right. Well, in that case,
Are you talking about this guy?
yeah,
Yeah.
I got a goblin assassin. I don't know. I didn't know I had one.
Oh, Gollum Big Boss.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, I would love to have extra armor for me Ragnarok units.
Dude, there's a dwarf hero at Mount Squighorn.
Mount Squighorn.
Yeah. It's like a little bit above like Black Crag.
Let's have a look. Oh, there is. And you're a target.
I'll take him out, boss.
Yep. Alright, that's all I can do.
Generation.
But, yes, so for those who are unaware, that's how the warp works. The warp is very hard to navigate.
Ooh.
The demons are hard to kill. But the demons are not as immortal as you think or powerful. You see, chaos is a weird thing. Like I explained about Nurgle, how Nurgle can get ridiculously powerful. In fact, it can be more powerful than all the Chaos Gods when its plagues at zenith. But once that goes declining, he becomes weak as a kitten.
Mm-hmm.
So the power of chaos it fluctuates. Demons can also be bound to weapons. They can be bound to items through rituals or sealing. So like I said, they're not all powerful, but they're very hard to put down. You know what I mean?
Sure. You can.
And keep in mind, in the realms of chaos, as I stated before, it isn't easy to live in it. Well, you can live in it, but I advise not if you want to value your sanity.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're Chaos Space Marine or one of those Chaos Worshippers, well, you pretty much don't give a rat's hoot.
I mean, I am a rat in this game.
Well, they fair. I mean, that's the thing I've noticed about the Skaven. You don't see them in 40k. There's no visual like representation of them.
Mm-hmm.
I know the Nids are meant to be the Skaven in an essence, right?
Oh shoot, that's new, dude. Flipping back back in time, like the chief like or the warlords and whatnot. They only had like bone breakers for a mount. Now they got brood whores as well.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. I didn't know that. So that's a cool addition. I like that.
And speaking of weirdness, for those who during this recording, there was a thing called Warhammer Fest that just happened, and let's just say the orcs got a major update with the new beast snaggers, and they're freaking hilarious the way they look.
Heck, in Age of Sigmar, they got a flipping beastman type of lore too.
Yep, they've actually got a new
Or
god.
or is that 40k?
No, beastmen are coming back to Age of Sigmar. They've got a new god now.
Got a new god?
I think he's for the beastmen. He's called Canunas. He's
No,
basically
I'm pretty sure that's the orcs, dude. Because when you saw him, like, there's nothing but orcs around him.
No, I'm pretty sure he's for the Beastmen.
Not for what I saw, because there's orcs around him when they released it.
Give me a sec. I'll get my phone and have a look. So this might be this may be impromptu as hell, guys, but bear with me for one moment while we have a look into this, because I'm pretty sure he is, because he's the newest model that only came out, like being shown
Like just a
off.
few days ago.
Yep.
Or when we're recording, not when this was released.
Yep. I am 100% sure he's the Beastman's new leader.
And I think it's orcs.
We'll have a look. Have a look for a second.
Is it like Kragnos or something like that?
I think that's his name. I'll check what his backstory is, because he's part of the new Shatter Realms event that's happening.
Like he hates lizardmen, I believe too.
Yeah.
I wonder if that lord that just now been released is going to be in the Beastman DLC.
It's possible. Here we are. There we go. Let's see. I mean, the whole thing with the beast snaggers as well. Have you seen the new Gretchen snaggers?
No.
There's two Gretchen models that have shown off. One Gretchen, right, is a medic Gretchen, right? But he doesn't have any
Yeah.
legs. Instead, he has a wheel as his mobile transportation, a wheel and a motor.
That sounds like a garbage way to move. I'm not gonna lie.
I find it hilarious.
Oh, it's funny, but like, think about it. If you're going up a hill, man, that's gonna just be ugh. Right, it's your turn as well.
Yeah. Damn it. I've had a calamity at Zabuf, so I'm gonna have to fix that. How bad was it? Oh, Jesus. Yep, I'm gonna repair all the buildings. Well, ain't
This
that?
is not destroyed.
I'm gonna put on here. Not much I can do with that.
What you gonna do when they come for you?
Right? That just do. Now for the next thing. To research. Okay. And where's my little grot? There he is. Where's that dwarf gone? Where's he buggered off to? Little git ran away.
Somewhere over there. Somewhere around that area. Probably eventually find him.
I'll find him eventually. I'll find him. Okay, pass it over.
Run! You try to hide, but you will die.
Right, let's see. Cause think about. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's the new Beastman one, cause he looks too beastly to be an orc thing.
Well, he is a what you call it, a centaur, but
Here it is. He is a centaur. He looks heavily like a beast.
well, he is a beast man in that way, but he's gonna be fighting for the orcs. I'm pretty sure.
Let's have a look. Shield. With Leader's Shield, Tuskbreaker armed with a Dread Mace.
I thought I put an under empire for it. They must have already found it. That might be what it is. Made. That's made. Cool, cool. Or this one, did I make it? It's gonna be made now.
Well, according to this, he is part of no faction. He's just part of the, like, if you have a Grand Alliance for Destruction, that's what he is at the moment. So basically, he's just a god who will be used if you use Destruction allies. was a shame, really. I thought he was, because the way he looked, I thought, oh, this is the Beastman coming back.
Why would they give anything to the Beastman? That's just too generous.
Well, there is a fan following for Beastman. I mean, you're one.
Yeah, I'm one of the fans of Beastman.
I wouldn't be surprised if Beastmen do return at a later date, because Chaos really need some new allies, because they've been really been hammered as of late because of all the Sigma Marines, as they're called.
Yeah, it's been like a lot of Marine like armies and whatnot.
Oh yeah, I mean, considering the fact the rumor mill's going around that we're going to get like Korn and Slanesh are finally going to get their own books, which should be interesting.
Oh, Slanesh, like you said, what was it? Zeke. That's getting it. Zeech.
Yeah, Zinch is getting one for 40k. Well, Zinch's already got one, but it's an update for them. But Korn and Slanesh are the only two that have not gotten theirs yet. Oh, hello.
Ogre's already gotten theirs as well.
Nova's got theirs. Yeah, they've had theirs. They've had this for a while now. And I'll tell you one thing though.
Why is Age of Sigmar so bad, anyways? Like, I haven't played that version yet, so I haven't played any version of it in tabletop.
Ah, you wondering why the stigma? Quite simple.
Why is Age of Sigmar so bad?
Sigma isn't bad per se. It's too heavily skirmish. It's not like, you see, Warhammer was more about grand tactics. It's like everything you do could have a consequence. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the problem is when they took that away and decided to you know, sneaky stabby, when they took that away and they decided to go with a skirmishy route, it was designed to do two things. One, to redesign their models because, well, half the models were ancient. And two,
Yeah.
it was to give them an open door to bring in new stuff without risk of, like, butchering a lot of the old lore and all that. But they already did by killing everything off. But and also the fact as well, Warhammer was not a big seller unlike its 40k equivalent. So they took the risk. However, during that time, for those who are unaware, during that time, before the new ownership of GW, the guy who's running it, the previous guy, how can I put it, wasn't that great. He made so many bonehead decisions. It was laughable.
You can call him an ogre.
Well, we'll leave it at that. Anyhow, by pretty much killing the Warhammer world, more than, I would say, half the player base just quit Warhammer altogether. They just quit 40k, quit the GW brand altogether because they felt like, you know, you've just killed off a good. Because you see, Warhammer wasn't bad. The only problem with Warhammer had two problems. One, its magic system needed an overhaul, and two, to stop with terrain muckabouts, and then people would have been fine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that was part of the problem. But there was another reason. But first things first, we have another mission I've got to do, which is to fight another foe.
This is where you're fighting humans.
Yep, and the dwarfs.
Okay. Whatever you do, just don't get your Black Orc stuck, okay?
That wasn't my fault. That was the game's.
You placed them there.
But anyhow, let us get back to what we were saying about why Sigma has got a bit of a stigma. You see, what they did as well, and this is what caused even more of a stink, and you're not going to believe this, but there were certain rules. Now, this was something I think some of the developers in there did because they were very angry with the fan base because like they were complaining a lot about Warhammer, how to fix it. So what they did was they put in certain rules. Now, one rule was ridiculous. Now, listen to this. If you have the longest beard, you could have in the game you could have rerolls on your dwarfs. I'm not kidding you. There was silly crap like that, and it angered people regardless. It literally pissed them off to the point that
that was just a joke rule, man. People were taking that serious. Like they needed to cool down, go do something else for a little bit, because that was just a joke rule.
it was supposed to be a joke rule, but unfortunately, it was in the actual rule book, so it was taken as well.
But yeah, like, people take offense to things that they love and whatnot, and they took a joke in the wrong way. Like, no one's not going to ever enforce that. Oh, if you got a beard, you're going to get more rerolls. Like, no one's not going to ever enforce that. And, like, and if there's a crap player that does that, then you just don't agree with them, and you don't play, because, like, that's just a crap player. You know?
Yeah.
That's more players, dude. Like, GW rules sounds like they just want to have fun. Like, have a rule that's just fun to say. Like, that's not anyone's going to ever enforce.
Oh no! Well, here's the funny thing, right? This is what I found hilarious. Now, in my local workshop, now this is legit the truth. He actually enforced the joke rule. Says nope. If they're in the rulebook, they're enforced. It was like, you're serious? I thought, oh boy.
Dude, then flipping, I would never play with them. Screw them.
Like I said, this was from the staff. So look, if it's in the rulebook, it's enforced. You've got to do it. It's like, and that's what's got a lot of people's backs up. I was like, that's how bad it was.
Nah, those are just horrible people, dude. Like, F them.
But thankfully,
that was just a joke rule. That wasn't a real rule.
But thankfully to the gods, when the new guy took over and fixed Sigma in the second edition by getting rid of half of that crap and putting proper rules, people were happy. Right.
I think, like, we already did this one time. There wasn't any units behind me, so you can keep all your units, dude.
Well,
besides, of course, the artillery and whatnot.
Right. First things first. Right. Put the archers here.
Yeah, did you ever watch me and Oath fight each other? Because we did.
Oh, how'd that go?
I won every single one of them.
Right.
Like, he played humans, I played orcs, and like, I was just able to crump him. Like, he did good. He kind of sacrificed his grenade launchers, and I took advantage and killed them.
Yep.
But I did put some try to put some like goblin riders in the back.
Yeah.
Try to sneak it in. And the funny thing is, like, he had an artillery piece and whatnot, and it wasn't any of my goblin riders or my snotling wagons that got it. It was just some orc boys.
Yeah, but nice. But there's more to the Sigma story. But I'll continue that after when we've had this little brawl, because we've got a big problem. Right, time to get now. Time to let the giant go first, because the giant, if he goes in front, he'll soak up most of the damage. Right.
Fire! Alright, we're gonna hit. No one, dang it! Flipping the controls for the Up and Doom Diver, I swear it's just annoying sometimes.
Ah, the beady gits have arrived.
Oh, I gotta hit straight on it. Kaboom!
What was that?
Was what?
A beam of light just came out of nowhere and just literally peppered the area.
Yeah.
Now. Oh, watch out. Gyrocopters. Better deal with them.
Coming straight after me. They're coming straight after me, dude. I'm gonna need some reinforcements to help me out.
Yep, I'm trying to shoot them.
Dude, I'm with your arrows.
I'm doing it. It's just the problem is they're gyrocopters are a nightmare to get rid of.
They're not coming after me no more.
That's it. The Bright Wizard is gone. He's out of the fight.
Oh.
Right, all my Black Orcs are going after the my riders are going after the rock lobber.
Cool.
Here we go.
Here we go to save the day. And now they're dead.
Right. Okay. That's the one catapult crumped. And here comes the second
Alright.
catapult crumped. Not so fun, is it now, guys? And now I can fight back.
Alright.
Now we got a bigger problem. Those blasted gyrocopters.
I'll just shoot him down. You'll be good. Empire are
Yeah.
all but defeated. Finish them off now!
Which I'm trying to do.
Oh man, I feel bad for that flipping dwarf right there. That master engineer. Oh yeah, there's a spider trying to eat me.
Yeah. Envy Lord is dead.
Nom, nom, nom.
Well, they'll say dwarf meat is quite tender.
It's quite hardy. Alright. You defeated all the armies. Woo! I did all the work. Good job, Black. It's about time you start picking up your own slack.
Hey, give me a break.
I'm just messing with you. Studies are beaten. Run them down.
Well, I think that would be easier for them because what they are short.
Oh man.
Oh
I think
boy.
you weren't fighting the world-ending dwarfs right there, dude.
But yeah. Anyway, back to the Sigma story. You see, when Sigma came out, it also angered a lot of people who loved the lore because they practically shat on it, as they said. Which I can understand because you've wiped out the entire lore and tried to cover it up, which was didn't go well. The Storm of Chaos, the End Times, was a absolute disaster. You see, this was like I said.
What they should have done, they probably should have just rebooted it. Not saying like everyone's dead and whatnot, just rebooted it and then start re-releasing everything in a more appropriate manner.
Yeah, but unfortunately, I could see where they came from because they needed new models and new range without busting up some armies. Which means, put it simple, if you had to redo the whole thing, it would mean, right, half the armies would not have existed, half the armies units wouldn't be around yet, and you would have people with models they couldn't use, which they couldn't use anyway now. But thankfully, because we're now getting the old world game, we can hopefully have things back to normal.
Yeah.
But yes, it was a bad time for Age Sigmar. It got mucked on badly, and I mean it's now recovered now, and it's a lot better than it first started because people have because it's been given the proper attention it needed. But as they said, which I agree with it could have been done a bit better. You know what I mean? Alright, time to level up some of my guys.
Black, finish your turn up and then we can end the episode because it's been about an hour.
Wow, really that long? Okay, give me a sec. I'm almost done. Right, that's all them. Now I just gotta go presents. Then it's now my Shaman. He will have a war boar. A Shaman on a boar.
Nice.
Oh yeah, before I go any further, also I forgot to mention as well about the Beast Snaggers. They've even got a Nobbler, a Gretchen on a Squig, right? But the Squig's lost his legs and he's using the wheels.
Oh, he's handicapped. Gotcha.
It's downright hilarious. It's got a bit of a Mad Max feel, but it's absolutely hilarious. It's one of the also one of the armies you can get away with doing so much crazy shenanigans. You just can get away with it.
Dude, look at the game called Daka Squadron.
Oh yeah.
Oh man. Either way,
yeah.
let me save it. Let's end the episode. So either way, I hope y'all enjoyed it. Thanks a lot for watching. Take it easy. go check out Black's channel in the description below. And if you're seeing it on his channel, then you can see my channel in his description below.
Yep.
Thank you all for watching. Take it easy. And we'll see all of you in the next Total War Warhammer video game or video, whatever you want to see us in. Later.
Later.